exactly why you were born, and you know how to achieve your life's goal. All you have to do is follow the path that your ancestors laid for you generations ago. You're on the right track, and you're working diligently towards completing your life's goal. You're almost to your final destination when all of a sudden you're stopped dead in your tracks. You've been stopped by an impregnable, impassable wall that is now all that stands between you and completing your ultimate goal. You search for a way to get past your obstacle, but to no avail. Your journey towards completing what you were born to do and that took your entire life to complete has been stopped short by a wall that is impossible to pass. You eventually die after looking for a way to pass the obstacle, unable to accomplish the reason you are here on this earth. The story is heartbreaking, but it happens every year to an innumerable amount of salmon and other migratory fish species who were born on a dammed river and need to make their way back upriver in order to reproduce and pass on their genes, but are unable to do so because a dam stands in their way. Hello everyone, my name is Austin Kimball, and tonight I'll be presenting to you on dams and their effects on wildlife and river ecosystems. Today, I'll tell you how dams are viewed by the general public. Then I'll tell you the truth about dams. I'll also tell you what dams contribute to in terms of pollution, what can be done about dams, what my unique solution is, what I did to become an expert on my topic, and what you can do to do your part. Most people believe that dams are a good thing. They believe that dams are a very clean way to get hydroelectric power because they have no negative effects on the environment. People believe that dams are economically beneficial as well because they enhance commercial fishing, create energy, and act as a tourist attraction. A lot of those same people would never believe me if I told them that all of those statements are completely untrue. Most people would refuse to accept the reality behind dams until they're presented with the following facts. Let me tell you the truth about dams. According to the critically acclaimed documentary Damnation, there are over 75,000 dams over 3 feet high in the U.S. that negatively alter the environment in one way or another. And according to the Nature Conservancy, dams have altered the breeding habits and destroyed the habitats of organisms and fish in over 2/3 of the world's major rivers. There are many problems associated with dams, including that a dam can kill a juvenile fish that tries to pass through the spinning turbines of a hydroelectric dam. These fish are literally shredded before they even have a chance to reproduce. Dams also contribute to both air and water pollution. They do this through the sediment that they trap. As you can see here, these samples taken from the Grand River in downtown Grand Rapids, there is definitely a noticeable amount more sediment above the dam than below. Naturally, sediment is supposed to be dispersed through a river, but dams continuously trap sediment in one area and make it highly polluted. Dams also contribute to air pollution because of the sediment that they trap. They trap organic matter in one place, and over time it starts to decay and give off very high amounts of methane gas, which contributes to the greenhouse effect, thus lowering air quality. A dam can also cause damage to a river by changing the water temperature, making it warmer. Dams are very large structures made of concrete, and they act as heat sinks for solar energy. In turn, dams transfer the absorbed heat into the water surrounding it. This heats up not only the water immediately surrounding the dam, but because of the natural displacement of energy in the water, the entire body is affected. Warming water is a bad thing for salmon and other migratory fish species because they use water temperature as one of their gauges to tell when it is time to head up the river to spawn. And if they migrate at the wrong time, the spawning conditions will not be ideal. This is also assuming that the dam that warmed up the water in the first place is not blocking the route that they need to take to spawn. This is one of the biggest problems caused by dams. The fact that they block pathways that migratory fish need in order to spawn. Many dams have no way for migratory fish to pass them, and the dams that do incorporate a fish ladder are often highly ineffective as a means for fish to pass over the dam in large quantities. This makes it impossible for many migratory fish who need to reach the spot of their birth to spawn and pass on their needs to do so. So what can be done? one and only permanent solution is to remove the dams. Multiple studies have shown that dams have long outlived their usefulness in terms of creating energy versus the ecological cost. There are many more efficient ways to create energy that are also far more environmentally friendly. Dam removal is rapidly growing in popularity around the world as more people become aware of the problems that are associated with dams, especially in the U.S. Many groups and organizations have arisen for the purpose of removing dams. The organization American Rivers, for example, was responsible for removing 125 dams in the U.S. between 2010 and 2012. These organizations are working diligently towards spreading awareness about the problems associated with dams and taking action to remove them. I wanted to help spread the word as well. To do this, I created a website. I wanted to let as many people know about the problems associated with dams as I possibly could. So I created this website, which is focused on dam removal. I shared my website on social media and had friends share it on theirs to reach as many people as I could. I wanted more people to learn as much as I did about dam removal. So I created this site that contains articles, pictures, media, interviews, as well as my entire research paper for anyone who wishes to learn more about dam removal and the problems associated with dams. As you can see, the website has a very simple design and is easy to use and contains a lot of information. I'm hopeful that this site reaches as many people as possible and that more people learn the truth about dams. To supplement my research, I also did a lot of extra work to ensure that I became an expert on my topic. My fieldwork included going downtown and seeing what kinds of problems the dams on the Grand River caused. While walking the Grand, I saw many problems that dams cause. I saw migratory fish trying to jump up the 6th Street Dam that were unable to. I saw a lot of trapped sediment, trash, and debris trapped atop the 6th Street Dam and wildlife having to live among it. I also saw how difficult it would be for fish to use the fish ladder to get above the dam in large quantities. These pictures are from that experience. Another place that I researched and traveled to was the historic Croton Dam in Powell Point. The Croton Dam is a massive 40-foot tall dam that has absolutely no way for migratory fish to pass it. This dam is proof that when older dams were being built, the environment and fish were not taken into account at all, and is a strong argument for removal. Another way I educated myself was to watch the 2014 documentary Damnation, which went into great detail about the problems associated with dams and why removal is the best option. So what can you do? You can peacefully protest dams and the building of new dams. You can also petition to have dams removed. You can also help by just expressing your opinion and spreading awareness about the many problems that are associated with dams. I personally believe that every individual can make a difference, but it's up to you to decide whether the difference that you make is for the better or for the worse. Thank you for your time. Any questions? I didn't. I couldn't find any workers at the program, but any other questions?